Just wanted to just kick it off with just about pre-season, just how you feel it's shaping up. So now you got the boys back.
Yeah, good. Been back in on the 5th of July. She's only been back in a couple of weeks. Played 3 games, won 3 games, but it doesn't really mean anything at the minute. Main thing is getting people back used to playing football again, especially the older ones. Obviously, a lot of the younger ones have been part of the college program, so they've been busy and stayed active and stayed familiar with the ball. But a lot of the older ones obviously just need to get back used to it again. So, and on top of that is minutes on the pitch, competitive minutes, whilst making sure we don't get any injuries. So, and touch wood at the moment, we're all right on that front.
It's funny, when I went to the Uckfield game, I was thinking Ollie Black's trying to injure himself, isn't he?
Yeah, typical.
Yeah, it was there. It was in that Ollie Black zone. Do you know, you're like, he's gonna go flying in, and he just got fresh air there, didn't he? But
yeah, not the first time either.
No, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
No.
Just to say, a couple of the younger lads that were playing, like there was obviously Freddie, who personally, and the few of us that were there, very impressed with for a first game, particularly in those conditions.
Yeah.
And that young Jamal came back in the second half. I thought he started putting himself around a bit more. So I mean, there's quite a number of great little young players coming through. I mean, it's there's a real good supply and a real good group of players year on year that we're spoiled with from the academy, and it's more a case of where the opportunity arises within the first team squad rather than who the best player is. Because I think there's up to 10, 15 players that are probably nearly ready for first team football, certainly could be trusted in a first team environment, but obviously where the first team have done so well last couple of years, there's not much room at the inn. And, it's obviously we've had a couple that have moved on to a higher level, which has obviously opened up a couple of opportunities. But, for example, like with Jake going, it gives us an opportunity to bring a defensive player in from the academy. Now, whether or not that's the best player that we've got or the next best player in the academy, we're not sure. But if that's where the opportunity opens up, it is what it is, really. I mean, it's nice that you're trusting the players. Like the fact that you're throwing them in. Well, you're not even. Actually, I'll take that back. You're not throwing them in, are you? I mean, they're just fitting straight in, and they don't look out of place. I mean, as I say, Freddie did not look out of place at all, and that particular. I mean, I didn't see the other game, but like the Uckfield game, the horrendous conditions. I'm amazed that game got played, but I know it was pre-season, and it's helping everyone else out.
Yeah,
it's a proper tenacity on the lad, and he's got a shot on him.
Yeah, no, he's done really well. I mean, but in terms of the lads fitting in, this is the advantage of all the first team staff working across the 23s, 19s, and 18s. Is the lads are already familiar with a lot of the ideas that we have at first team level, so it helps their transition if and when that happens to first team. But most importantly, we've got really good young players. As I said, it can be frustrating for some younger players at the club because, as I said, there's a lot of quality there, and a lot of them are, certainly could be trusted. It's just where the opportunities arise within the first team. So, but yeah, we are really confident in the fact that if we did get injuries or if we lost players, rather than has to look outside the club, we can look within the club, which is what we've been working towards for the last sort of 3 or 4 years since we've been there.
Well, so, right, what is the mood in the camp, right? Are we smashing it? Are we smashing it this season?
It's all business, to be fair. There's a lot of hunger. There's a lot of winning fuel in there off the back of what we've been through. Confidence as well, because we know when you see the fixtures come out and you see all them teams there, we can sort of look back and go, well, we've beaten them, we've taken points off them. So confidence, but not arrogance, definitely. Also, even more, I mean, when I saw the fixtures come out, initially I was really excited. I thought, brilliant, here we go again. It sort of brings it to life. But then also part of me did think, Christ, are we still playing these teams? Which is frustrating. But again, like for me personally, and I'm sure it's the same with the lads, it's the same for the staff as well. So it's very much a case of, obviously I'm sure there's frustration at playing the same teams again, but also we can take confidence from it. And also it's, makes us more determined to get it done again. But what, I've had a few people sort of say, Hastings will smash it or Hastings will win it. And I'm keen to point out to people that what we've done in the last 2 years is really difficult. And if it was that easy, Hastings would have gone up a few years ago when they spent a lot more money than what they do now, if I'm being brutally honest. So we can't, what we can't do is, and we're not, getting carried away by any stretch in terms of what the task is like in front of us. We know how hard it is, but what we've experienced, I think, only puts us in good stead. And I think with a different type of manager and different players, complacency could potentially step in or slip into the camp. But where I'm the way I am and the way the lads are the way they are, it doesn't really... It's not really on the agenda, really. It's just a case of first game, Herne Bay, brilliant. 3 points. That's what we'll work towards. And then the next game, then the next game.
No, yeah. You've got the Jose stare now. When I was at the Upfield game, I was having a look, and we didn't start particularly well. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's pre-season, and I could see you looking like, and yeah, I could see you didn't need to say much, but
Nah. I'm getting more mellow now as well.
Yeah,
yeah, much more mellow. Yeah. It's the thing is as well. I like to think that I'm learning and on an upward curve. As much as we've got brilliant young players, I'm still young or relatively young and inexperienced to what I do. So hopefully, I'm in a better position and to manage the team than what I was 9 months ago or whenever it was.
Yeah, you forget now. We've just had 2 years of
Wow.
Well, okay. Well, now moving on a bit, Chris. Let's talk about the great Sammy Adams. Testimonial coming up.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the man?
Well, there was a reason that in the first training session after I was named manager, he was named club captain. He's humble, hardworking, committed, honest. What you see is what you get. Doesn't tell you what you want to hear. Doesn't tell his teammates what they want to hear. Tells them what he thinks they need to hear. Good, bad, or indifferent. Leads by example in terms of his attitude and desire. Is an all-round really good bloke. And someone that I personally hope would become a lifelong friend, no matter what happens in terms of how long he plays and how long we're together. He's an absolute monster of a footballer, but an even better person. So, in terms of what he's achieved as well, is that amount of games, especially when you see year in, year out, you see the same players but at different clubs. Some players get 4, especially a few of the lads from Kent. That some of them work through 4 clubs a season. And you think Sam Adams, the amount of appearances he's had is incredible. So repaying his loyalty. There's so many. I could sit here for 20 minutes and just talk about Sam and why he deserves it. But I think he's sort of. I think the stats speak for themselves, to be honest.
Yeah. No, yeah. From obviously from a humble fan point of view, he's just such a consistently good player. You can see how he marshals the team when he's on the pitch, and got a great little free kick on him, and just got so many happy memories all the goals he's got and all the vital challenges, and they're bloody hell. I mean, it's just
Well, it's the things you don't see as well. Is he never not trains. He's always there. He always stays behind. He always gets there early. He always comes up to the office to chat. He always, as I said, stays behind. Like last night, we were having dinner after training, and he's the one player that goes around tidying up all the plates and cleaning up and just making sure the pilot bar is left how it was found. It's just by the way he conducts himself, he sets a standard, and he doesn't need to try. I mean, people talk about standards and culture and values and stuff like that, and I think sometimes there's a lot of people that talk a good game but don't live it. Whereas he, just the person he is, sets a standard for the rest of the group. It's almost a bit, sadly, it's old school type of behaviour that I think, unfortunately, is getting lost a little bit in modern society. And I think it's great for the younger players and the senior players just to see him leading from the front, not just on the pitch but also off the pitch as well.
In terms of leadership, do you ever think he might look to go coaching or at all? Do you think there's any of that in him?
Well, I've said to him about joining us. Oh yeah, I've spoke about it a couple of times, and originally he said no, not interested in doing that. But from before that, I would never move Sam Adams on. He would, all the time Sammy wants to play, he'll play. Even if he's 45, and I was still manager in 10 years' time, which, as far-fetched as that sounds, genuinely, I would still, if he wanted to play, I'm sure he'd still be able to run around and produce what he does. So all the time he wants to play, he'll be out there. And as I said, we spoke about the player, potentially being a player coach and stuff like that, and originally said no, but for the first time, because we spoke about, he might not thank me for saying it, but Sammy said that if and when we win the league this year, that'll be him done. And he said it for the last 3 years: win the league this year and we're done, or he's done. And he did say for the first time the other day that if we won it this year, then he'd look to carry on at the club if we'd have him and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
As a coaching role, I think he could definitely do it. It's I don't think there's much that he can't do, to be honest.
No, it will. Well, we us humble fans hope that he does stay on. Thanks for that, Ags. First,
pleasure.
I can't leave you without asking you about this Ben Pope hair that you've got now. What's
Ben Pope? It's not Ben Pope yet. No.
It was the angle. It was that little angle there.
No, the problem is because I've got the window behind me.
Yeah, that's it. Oh no, that's better. Yeah, okay.
No, it's not quite Ben. It's definitely not Ben Pope. Please don't tell me that much. Don't tell him I said that either. I can't pull off his haircut. It was long. Did you see when it was long a couple of weeks ago?
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I did one interview with you. You had proper mad hair at that day.
Well, it was a photo of me on Twitter, and it looked like I'd stolen a football kit. I looked like I should have been in it. But yeah, so I got it cut. I do that. I grow it long, and then I think I look all right. Then I see a photo, or my wife tells me you look horrific, and then I think I need to change it. Then I get my hair cut. I think it's not too bad. So.
No, it's looking tidy, mate. Looking tidy.
Yeah, sorry. It's because I had the window behind me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's an honest mistake to make.
No, that's right.
No, thanks ever so much, Chris. And looking forward to football.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be good to see everyone. I can't wait for the first home game just to see everyone there. Yeah, and just to get, when Hastings hosted the England games the other week with the big screen, and just gets your buzz back for. Yeah, it was funny. Every time they sung the Gareth Southgate song, I was waiting for that. You were wearing jeans, and I was like, and every time, I've genuinely. I was
in that crowd, and I was like, "Oi!" I said, "That's Aggie's song. We were singing this."
I did want to say something, but there was an awful lot more of them than me, so I thought I better not do it.
All right, mate. Well, listen, take care, and we're looking forward to football, aren't we? So,
I'll see you soon.
Yeah, well, you will see us soon. All right, and you take care, Chris.
Cheers, Chris. Take care.
Bye-bye.